Thank you, Dr. Yu, and thank you everybody at Tiger Graph to organize this wonderful conference. I myself learned a lot from day one. These are incredible things for us to all learn and share and help each other to grow in this space. My name is Jay Yu. I'm actually going to share our lessons from our own journey leveraging knowledge graph to accelerate our AI journey to power the prosperity of the world. Before I go there, I want to talk to you about the role of knowledge graph. It's actually huge in terms of the transformation from data to knowledge. So what do we mean by knowledge graph? It's actually a representation of knowledge in terms of data and also in logic. Logic in terms of rules and conditions. This is actually something unique we're doing. Blending both data and logic together, organized into concept as vertices, relationship as edges. And these knowledge representation need to be created and enriched from experience and learning and used for understanding and reasoning to application, all kinds of application. But the key thing is to bridge human and machine together. Has to be understandable and usable by both human and machine, and the human and machine working together to enrich this gigantic knowledge graph. We believe it is the foundation to bring the two sides of AI together. Symbolic AI, which is explainable, very rich in semantics, as well as machine learning, relies a lot of statistics as well as deep learning neural work. In that sense, we say that's actually a combination of data and logic becomes the huge knowledge graph for us. The key thing to make this happen is introduce semantics or knowledge graph in every step of the way. So first thing is, in our case, we figure out a way how to use knowledge graph to represent logic. I have an example later, I can show you a little bit better. Of course, the whole process of getting all the data together, have a holistic view, you have to have a really rich metadata catalog. And they also use that to manage data security, privacy rights. By the way, data security, privacy rights is one of the top priority we have. Without those, we don't have a business. So that's a huge role. We need to have a clear semantics and knowledge about those. The whole pipeline about standardization, which level of semantics you want to do to connect the data, more than just standardizing the format. What do you want to do to resolve the data, to do entity resolution data? Knowledge graph play a huge role. Of course, customer 360, that's where the materialize the benefit of clean data coming in. That's where you want to ingest as much rich relationship as possible so that you can power all the use case on the top. Each of those maybe have their own projected fit for purpose knowledge graph. And with all these things working together, that's when we can elevate data, and actually transform from messy data, silo data, to clean connected data, to knowledge, right, with rich semantics and context. The question is, entity resolution is not new. Even before graph, people knows how to do it. People have mature technologies to do it. So the question is, why do you want to take a graph-based approach? What's the benefit? That's exactly the kind of questions we were asking, our team is asking when we actually look at different alternatives. Do we have a good enough solution? Does that meet our need, right? So let me actually quickly walk through what we did, and then I'll explain the benefit later. So instead of the normal approach is usually a gigantic batch-based processing. You write pairwise comparison algorithms and scan through the whole data set and then try to find out similarities. And then you repeat the loop anytime until you converge. You have a lot of rules, heuristics, whatever, even sometimes use machine learning, deep learning to help you to converge the final answer set. That's fine. That actually works well if you have to deal with massive data already sit in the lake. But what's different in the graph approach? So what if in terms of, the other approach very likely is very relational, right? It's just you scanning through a table, you do self-joining in some sense. But the graph way is you organize those data into connections. You just say, hey, customer has a name, phone number, email. And then you start populating that. Suddenly, by loading to a graph database, you automatically already connect the dots. You don't have to do drawings. Drawing is done for free. For us, transforming into an AI-driven platform start with the data transformation journey. The data transformation journey, actually the knowledge graph plays a critical role there. The key things, while you do that data transformation journey, you need to think about how to elevate from data to knowledge. And the third piece is, in order for you to successfully to apply this, we're still learning, by the way, we have some initial success. We still have a lot of room to grow, but need to consider value proposition, develop adoption, technology fit in order to make sure you have a winning strategy. And finally, it's time. Start now to leverage the power of knowledge graph and turn that into tangible customer, developer, and business benefits.